Hi, Inga here. Has it happened to you? You made some delicious soy milk with your MioMat soy milk maker, but it didn't last very long in the fridge before it gone sour? It happened to me before, and I've got a couple of useful tips for you how to make your homemade soy milk last longer in the fridge, to last maybe 5-6 days without spoiling. So I've soaked 1 MioMat cup of dry soybeans overnight, and if you're soaking at room temperature, it can start fermenting. So mine has been soaking for about 16 hours or something, so you would want at least about 12 hours is ideal. So what you want to do for your milk to last longer, you want to not only drain this water but also fill with new water and rinse it, because some fermentation starts happening if you're soaking for quite for overnight for quite a few hours. Some fermentation starts happening, so if you want your soy milk to last longer, you want to rinse off all of that fermentation so it doesn't turn into sour milk, soy sour milk for you quickly. You want it to be fresh soy milk as for as long as possible. So I'm just gonna drain these, then gonna put them back in, and I'm gonna pour some fresh water in there. Then I'm gonna give it a good rinse, get rid of any loose skins if you see, and then I'm gonna just drain it again. So now I'm ready to put these in my MioMat. And we're gonna put it to the max level because we're making soy milk. If you're making a cream, you might want to just use the minimum line, but for milk I'm using the maximum line. So now my water level is to the maximum line, and I'm gonna put a good pinch of salt here. It just helps with even less taste, although with MioMat you don't actually get beany taste, which I love, but I always kind of put a pinch of salt just in case, and to make double certain there's no beany flavor. And then obviously your grinder attachment, put this on, and we're gonna plug this in and select our soy milk program. Start. Now my MioMat has finished working, and what I always do straight away, I take this out and clean it immediately so that nothing dries on this. Now with the machine clean, I'm gonna get on with sieving our soy milk. So here I've got a large glass jug and a fine mesh sieve, which I just pour my milk through. Again, wash your jug straight away as well. Now the jug is nice and clean and dry as well. And now, very important tip, instead of storing this like that fully closed, I suggest you store it slightly open. So there's like that little whatever it is, and so I kind of overlay it on top so that my MioMat stays open like that. The reason why I recommend doing this, because there's still some residual moisture from obviously cooking the soy milk. So once you close it, you kind of near enough close it all up, and the moisture doesn't have any way to evaporate. So that's why I think my motor gave up on me after 12 months, or just under 12 months. So luckily the company have been kind enough to send me a new machine, but yeah, you don't want that happening, so leave a little gap when you store your machine so that it has time to fully dry up and evaporate between uses. Now with the milk itself, if you have patience and want to do, you could just gently agitate the okara and the milk and let the milk pour through quicker. Or if you, like me, you just want it to let it do its own work, keep this draining until it drains itself, because it will drain. However, best idea is to put it somewhere cold. I've got my utility room that is quite cold, so I let it drain there. Or you could even put it in the fridge. I know it's not great when it's completely hot like this, so you might want to let it cool down maybe 20 minutes or so, and then put it in the fridge to drain completely, because the longer you keep this milk at room temperature, the quicker it'll start ferment and, you know, go sour milk instead of actual nice soy milk. So yeah, so you want to limit the exposure to room temperature as quickly as possible. So I'll just put this in the cold room for about half an hour, and we'll see if it's fully drained. So this has been draining in the fridge slowly, and you still need to agitate the okara slightly so that the last of the soy milk can go through, as you can see. You want your okara to be much drier than this. Now, as you can see, my okara, it's much drier, so I'm gonna just put it in a separate bowl. And you can use this okara as is in the next couple of days in different kind of baking. I'll link above and down below my okara recipe playlist. However, if you're not going to use it within 2-3 days, then I would suggest you either freeze it, or you could also dehydrate this and make into dry okara, which you could add to different bakings, vegetable patties and so on. And now this milk, it's pretty smooth, but if you want it even smoother and no okara present, because even with that sieve, because it was quite a fine sieve, however, it still has some okara pulp in it, but I don't really mind it. But if you do, then you might want to now sieve it through a nut milk bag. But look at this beautiful homemade rich soy milk. And as you can see, there's some okara at the bottom here, so because I've kind of let it settle, I can just pour it into my okara bowl here and save me having to sieve this through a nut milk bag. But you can do if you want completely no bits in your soy milk. So now this will live in the fridge, and yeah, it'll last for probably about up to 5-6 days or so. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. I hope you're going to enjoy your own delicious soy milk. Honestly, I wholeheartedly recommend MioMat Milk Maker, because this is the only way I found how to make such a neutral tasting soy milk so far. And I've tried regular blender method, cooking the soy milk, also soya bella, and all of it still had this beany taste that I don't like. Whereas with MioMat, every time I make it, is such a neutral, like store-bought soy milk. So I totally recommend it, and I'll link down below where you can buy yours. By the way, I'm not sponsored by the company. I've only been given the machine to give my honest review of what I thought a while ago, probably about over a year ago now. But yeah, I just keep on using it and I love it. I hope you love it too if you try it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe for more videos. I upload weekly videos for you guys, whether it's delicious whole food plant-based recipes or healthy lifestyle tips. And remember, food is fuel, so be mindful of what you put in your body. Until next time.